Hello everyone, I am the Lonely Hunter, and throughout all of those Call of Duty titles there are some key elements that catch my attention. One of them is movement. In a first-person shooter, you gotta nail the shooting, you gotta have some accurate shooting, you gotta have some really good hitboxes, but apart from that, you gotta pay attention to the movement of the characters as well, because you really need a smooth experience for a player to enjoy. And I have seen the progress made in the Call of Duty series when it comes to movement, because in Modern Warfare 2 and in Modern Warfare 3 the movement was kinda blocky. I found myself getting stuck in some buildings, in some objects, and sometimes it was kinda unpleasant, but with Black Ops 2 I see that the movement is more fluid, and I say that because this is a combination of the maps and a combination of the new feature of dolphin diving that Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 have. In order for the players to dolphin dive, you need some maps that enable that. You need some maps with windows, you need some maps with some distance between the window and the ground, so you need to create the situation for dolphin diving, and the maps that were created with dolphin diving in mind run better and are more fluid, let's say. Apart from that, you have the characters running more fluid. I know that some of the animations in Black Ops 2 are broken when it comes to you seeing the animation, when it comes to you viewing in a third-person perspective. But this is something to happen with the lag, this is something to happen because of lag compensation, and it is justifiable. Apart from that, as a player in first person, you shouldn't have any problem at all because your movement is still fluid. And I wonder now, with Call of Duty Ghosts having a leaning, having mantling, and having the ability to slide, probably we will have more fluid movement, we will have better maneuvers, and we will have better maps overall, because when you design a map specifically for mantling objects, specifically for climbing over objects, and specifically for sliding, you know, you gotta make the map run smoother than ever, because when you implement those new movement mechanics into the game, you need it to feel good, you need it to feel somewhat nice for the player to enjoy, and if you don't do that, if you don't capture that feel, then you might alienate some of your veteran fans, because veteran fans now are in front of a challenge, and this challenge is to find a way to incorporate those new animations in their playstyle without triggering animations randomly, because from what I have noticed, people say that there is no special combo for those animations, and this is kinda good because veterans don't want to try to find new combos, but there is this danger: will somebody who knows the game trigger that animation when he doesn't want to? And if that is happening, then what will the outcome be? Probably the outcome will be lethal, but anyway, if you have nice maps, if you have maps with good flow, with good movement, and if the character movement and the character animation, at least in first person, is kind of enjoyable, then you will have fluidity in your game, then you will make a really great game. Now, another key feature: the use of explosives. We see that in many Call of Duty titles, with a grenade launcher, with the Danger Close perk, with the Moz now in Call of Duty Ghosts, with the new quad rotor, which apart from shooting, it also throws those bombs on the enemies, those, let's say, nuke tubes on the enemies, and this is kind of frustrating. Explosives were always frustrating, and I have seen that from the campaign also. When I was playing the highest difficulty of the campaign, I was struggling because of the grenade spam all the time, especially in World at War. This was a problem for me. I couldn't play the campaign on the highest difficulty because of that grenade spam. So you don't really need to make it Hollywood style, you don't really need to make multiplayer look like a Hollywood battlefield. You can do that only in single player. Yeah, keep the lights, keep the flares, keep everything extraordinary in the single player, keep it in the campaign. Because the C4, let's look at the history of the C4, let's look at the evolution of the C4, because it started out as an equipment that you could strategically place and wait for somebody to pass by so that you can detonate it, to an equipment that is now a batarang, is now a frisbee, because I really liked how the C4 was working in MW2 and in Black Ops 1, but as you see, right now, as we progress, the C4 is something that you could throw in there and cause some mayhem. Also, the grenades. We have seen a lot of grenades, and probably if you run with a whole team that is throwing frags, then yeah, the frag is real. You will see that things will happen when you throw frags on a flag, when you just bombard the flag with a lot of grenades. And grenades shouldn't be designed to kill enemies instantly in that game, because when you are designing a shooter, you want people to finish others off with shots. You want people to kill others with shots and not with grenades. That is why explosives for me should be there as a factor to weaken the enemy, as a factor that will help you break their defenses, as a factor that will make your enemies have less health so that you will be able to take them out with ease. So there are a few issues there with those key elements. Those elements can make or break a Call of Duty title, apart from the connection, apart from the lag compensation, which is something unavoidable, which is something that you cannot do anything about yourself. But you know, there are some things that game designers should put in their games to make them better, and those key features for me that make and break my own game are movement and the use of explosives. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This gameplay is now over. I'll see you later. I am out. Peace!